Good morning, students. In the last video we discussed about the concept of acid and bases, and in this video we will be discussing about the concept of neutralization reaction, where we will be forming the salt and its uses. So our today's topic is neutralization reaction and its uses. So firstly, what is neutralization reaction? So this is particularly a reaction between an acid and a base to form salt and water. What does the term neutral means? Neutral means to cancel out, right? So what does here the term cancel out means? The acidic substance is cancelling out the effect of the basic substance, and in return you are getting a neutral substance. So the reaction in which an acid reacts with base to form salt and water is termed as neutralization reaction. So that means both acid and the base, they are cancelling out the effect of each other, and in return we are getting a neutral substance that is not acidic and that is not basic. So what we studied is acid plus base, they are going to give you salt plus water plus one important thing here is this, that amount of heat is also liberated in this reaction. So that means acid and base, they are going to give you salt, water, and a small amount of heat is also produced in this reaction. So that's why we term neutralization reaction as exothermic reaction. So what does the meaning of exothermic is? So the meaning of this term is heat is given out, right? So in this reaction a small amount of heat is liberated also. Okay, so that's why we labeled this reaction as exothermic reaction. That means small amount of heat is liberated in this reaction that we have written. Okay, so let's take an example how we are going to get the salt. Let's suppose the acid we are taking is HCl, hydrochloric acid, okay. The base we are taking is NaOH. This is sodium hydroxide. When hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide, they are going to react, they are going to give you NaCl, that is salt. They are going to give you water, and again the amount of heat that is liberated that we have written. Okay, so what is happening basically? Acids, they give H positive ions. Okay, bases, they give OH negative ion. So this is an acid. Acid is going to give us H positive ion. This is a base. Base is going to give us OH negative ion. And we know what is water. H2O. That means H2 and O. So this H positive and OH negative ion, they are going to give you water. We are left with Na and Cl. So this Na and this Cl, they combine to give you salt. So salt, water and heat is liberated in this reaction. Okay. So let's perform an activity of neutralization reaction. So here I am having a test tube with its solution, but I don't know which solution is this. So let's check firstly which solution is this, acidic or basic. So what I am going to do is I am going to add a little of phenolphthalein solution to it, right? We have discussed about the phenolphthalein indicator that it is going to give you pink color in the basic solution. Okay, so let's check if the solution is basic or acidic. So I'm going to add 1 drop of this. So you can see pink color is there. So that means the solution is basic in nature. Okay. Because phenolphthalein, it gives only pink color in the basic solution and it is colorless in the acidic solution. So neutralization, now I am having a base, right? And that base I have to neutralize with an acid. So let's add acid to it until any color change we observe, right? So let me shake it well. Okay, so you can see, right? So I'm going to add acid into it, but we have to add it drop wise and see if any color change is there. Right, so after adding few drops, I'm going to mix it. Yes, the test tube is getting warmer. That means small amount of heat is liberated now in this process. So you can see clearly this pink color is fading on addition of each drop of acid. Right, so we will continue adding the acid into it till we get a clear solution. So let me shake it, right? Still the color persists, so we are going to add some more acid into it. So let me shake it well. So I think 1 or 2 drops, the color will be fading now. Right, so you can see the pink color is disappearing slowly and slowly. Okay. Right, so you can see now the pink color, it has disappeared and you get a colorless solution. So this is how neutralization reaction it takes place, right? So pink color of the base is neutralized with the acid. Okay, so after neutralization you will be getting a colorless solution, right? So that means what we are doing is we are neutralizing an acid with a base. Now how this reaction will be helpful to us in our daily life. Okay, so let's just study its uses now. So what are the uses of neutralization reaction? So first use is it helps during indigestion. Now what is indigestion? You know, your stomach, it produces hydrochloric acid, right? So whenever we eat spicy food, right, So this acid is liberated in an excess amount that leads to the problem of acidity. Okay, so in the case of acidity, what is happening? Excess amount of acid is being released from your stomach. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to neutralize this acid with some base. So this problem, the acidity problem, it leads to the indigestion problem. Okay, so how we are going to get rid of acidity? So we will be using some mild bases. Okay, so these mild bases that we use, we call them as antacids. So we use antacid tablets or solutions like Gelusil, right? So during acidity, we commonly use Gelusil. We use Eno solution also. Cold milk is also effective when you are having acidity problems. Milk of magnesia, that is magnesium hydroxide, right? So this can also be taken when you are having acidity problems. So acidity, that means acid is produced, so we are going to neutralize it with the base. So that we can take either tablets or solutions. Okay, so Gelusil tablets are there, Gelusil solutions they are also there, Eno solution, cold milk or milk of magnesia we can take to get rid of acidity. Second one is soil treatment. Right? So what happens in case of soil treatment? You know, soil, it needs neutral medium, right? To grow plants. So whenever we are going to grow the plants, the soil must be neutral in nature. That means neither too acidic nor too basic in nature, right? But there are some substances we keep on adding in the soil that makes it acidic and basic. For example, we use chemical fertilizers. Okay, so what is the nature of these chemical fertilizers? They make the soil acidic. So these chemical fertilizers, they make the soil acidic. So that means what we have to do is we have to add some basic substances to the soil to neutralize the effect. So what basic substances we are going to add? We can add calcium oxide, that is quicklime, right? Or we can add calcium hydroxide, that is slaked lime. So we can use these basic substances, they all are basic, right, to neutralize the acidic effects of chemical fertilizers. Okay, so in the same way, if our soil is basic in nature, right? So if our soil is basic, so that means we are going to add some acidic substances into it. So what kind of acidic substances we can add to neutralize the effect? So basically we can add organic manures or compost. What they do is they release acids to neutralize the basicity of soil. So in this way, if the soil is acidic, we can make or we can neutralize it with the help of base, and if the soil is basic, we can neutralize it with the help of an acid. Okay, so this was the second use. Now coming to the third use of neutralization reaction. So the third use is bee sting or ant sting. Sting means dung, right? So in the sting of bees and ants, what is there? Their sting contains formic acid. So the sting of these, they contain formic acid. That means we have to neutralize it with the base now, so that the acid of this sting, it gets neutralized. So what basic substances we can prefer to apply on our skin? So we can add baking soda, or we can add calamine solution, because the sting, it can give you swelling problems or burning sensation, right? So in order to get rid of these, the burning sensation and the swelling problems, we can apply baking soda or calamine solution. Calamine solution is basically zinc carbonate. So this acid is being neutralized with either of these solutions that are basic in nature. So in this way, we use neutralization reaction. Now, the last use of this reaction is factory waste. That means whatever the waste is released from the factories, how we are going to neutralize it. Now factory waste, it contains acid. That means now this acid, it must be neutralized with something before disposing into the water bodies, because if the factory waste that is acidic in nature, if we are going to dispose it into the water bodies, this acid may kill the fishes and the other water bodies that are living there, right? So what happens is, this acid that is released from the factories is neutralized with some basic substances, right, before disposing into the water bodies, because it is going to give you a neutral substance now, that in the form of water and salt. Okay, so before disposing this factory waste, the acid of this factory waste is neutralized with some basic substances, right, and then it is disposed into the water bodies. So I hope in this video I have made concepts clear to you, the neutralization reaction and its uses.